Hi, this is not a baking video or a gutting video. Basically, my friend Dan Brass, who has a lot of connection with local locksmiths, made a deal with one of them and asked me if I wanted to chip in on a lock lot. We've seen a few pictures, seemed promising, so today I dropped by that locksmith and got the locks from him, and I'm gonna basically show you what we got. So the most part of what we got is in there. So everything that you see in there are Medicos, mortise cylinders. So they're pretty much all 51S cylinders. We got the older type right there, but one thing that's really interesting is this chub marking there on the core. I'm not too sure what that is. I'll have to look it up, but I got a few of them that are marked like that. So this is an older one, but see, like this guy is also 51S, so it's actually written right on the core, but I don't know what that chub brand is anyway. So basically the bottom half of the box are all 5-pinners, top are 6-pinners. Most of them we can get the pins out from the top, so really nice cylinders that we can do a whole bunch of things with. None of them have keys in there. I got a few over there that have keys, but most of them don't. But the ones that really stand out are these guys right there. Look at the length. So that's a 6-pinner, and look at the length of that thing. So the core actually probably goes all the way to the end. So first thing that comes to mind is, wow, what about a 12-pin challenge lock, 12-pin Medico challenge lock? That would be nice. So this one is a little bit shorter, but these things are super long and massive. So these are all the full locks, fully pinned, and none of them has keys. So these things, this is gonna be fun. So let's get this out of the way. So the other thing is more Medicos. Mostly, again, I think the internals are the same as the 51S, but these are huge and massive, and they're heavy. These would be actually super comfortable just picking in hand like that. So I got a whole bunch. Some are brass, some are nickel plated. If you look at this one, you can actually see inside. So it has the groove for the sidebar right there and the pins. So I kind of figured it's a regular Medico. I don't know if you can hear that. That little click, click, click. I have no clue where the back comes from. I've been looking in there for something that would disassemble, but I don't know if it's an anti-drill protection somewhere inside, but these are really nice. Again, none of them have keys, but got a whole bunch of those. And these are really heavy and nice. We move on to the next. Guess what? More Medicos. These guys are basically all M3s, so 51S, but M3s. Really interesting. So they're all complete. I think I got one or two that the actual, see, like this guy, the pins have been removed, but the core is still not turning, and it's can actually become a practice log to get this M3 side slider thingy. That's not even the one that has the slider. Where is it? Oh, it's this guy. you can actually go and push on the little slider. Wow, that's about the worst demo ever. But anyway, most of them still have the sidebar in there. The ones that don't have the pins, the other ones actually look like they're complete. So nice, like I said. So they're all 5-pinners. I don't know if all M3s are 5-pinners, but no 6-pinners on the M3 model. So we got a whole bunch of those. Then more Medicos. So these are all kick. Pretty much all the same. So again, marked as 51S. So I guess it's all the same core, but it's just the body that actually changes. So this one actually has a key. Oh, that's nice. I actually got a few of the keys. So these are the ones. Oh, great. Dropped a few pins on this one. Great. A few of them actually have keys, and I got like tons of those. I got like 30 of those, I think. So again, all 51S again, so probably the exact same core as the mortise cylinder I had earlier in the kick format. I'm gonna leave that one aside. I kind of ruined it. Lost 2 pins. Anyway, this is all good. And then, guess what? More Medicos. These are the actual interchangeable cores. I didn't even know Medicos had interchangeable cores. So basically these guys, I kind of figured it worked the same as the best. I don't know if you can make that out if I put more light in there. But you can actually see that this part right there is the part that would lock into the lock body. And if I lift these pins, you can actually see that only the 2 pins in the middle will actually interact with that brass middle section. So I kind of figured there's 2 shear line, but only for that middle part right there. But that's just a guess, honestly, because I didn't even know Medico made IC cores. So I got a whole bunch of them, and they're basically all M3s, if I'm not mistaken. Well, actually, this one isn't. Okay, this guy. Yeah, so most of these cores are M3s, and I don't know what the heck that what's that Gunnebo marking on the core is. But these are really nice. Other than that, these are the actual cores that we got with actually working keys. So I think there are 2 of them. So these are regular 51S, but with keys, and got a whole bunch of different keys for the Medicos, and a few cam locks. This one is a small cam lock for cash registers, and these are the 5-pinners with the sidebar. So basically, these cam locks don't have any drivers. They're just key pins, basically, with a little hole in there. So all in all, I didn't even know that Medico had so many models. So if I can put them all side by side. Yeah, it's really interesting. So you got the IC core right there. That's the cam lock. has the regular mortise. That's the huge mortise cylinder. I don't know if they're called mortise as well. They're just huge. And you got the M3 and the regular one. That basically looks the same. It's just that this guy has the slider in there. So enough with the Medicos. I think that's it for the Medicos. So if we get to the other type of locks that we had in our log. Schlage Everest in a very weird body that I've never seen, and I actually don't even know how these things got. Even if you remove that little clip there, I guess you could pull the core out, or oh, these things look like icy cores. Interesting. Never seen a Schlage Everest icy core before. So I got a few of those. I got four of those. And this is a regular Schlage Everest. We also got these weird things. If you look on top here, it says Schlage, and if you look there, it says Medico. So it's a Medico core into a Schlage body, but when you look in the back, even on the core itself, it has that very, the Schlage locking device in the back. So I kind of figured that's a stock Schlage lock with the Medico core. Didn't even know that existed, but that's pretty neat. I got 4 of those. It's another Schlage Everest. Yeah, so these guys, they're pretty nasty, dirty, but they're all Schlage Medico hybrids or something. Among the very nice locks that we got are these Zeiss or Zeiss or whatever Icon. These ones actually came with keys. Look at the keyway on this. See these little 2 wings there that you got on the key? These are really nice. So we got these 2 big mortise. We also have these guys. That looks strange because they look like they're already open picked, but the pins are actually sideways. They're at an angle. I think I got one, yeah. So see, this one, the core comes out. If you look inside, see the pins are actually at an angle. So when the lock is locked, it's going to be sideways like that. Kind of strange. Don't know why. See, you can see that they're offset right there. Really interesting locks. I haven't tried to pick them yet. I don't even know what's in there. I'll have to read it up a bit. So these are different models, but they're all similar keyways basically. These keyways they look pretty nasty. So this guy is one too. Probably an older version, so quite a few of these Zeiss Icon locks. If we continue, what else? Oh, abloys. So we had quite a few of these abloys. So it's not the Half Moon keyway. They're definitely classic. They're not ProTech, because that's a ProTech key, and it definitely doesn't fit in there. So kind of figured that that's the classic keyway. Just correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that's it. This one actually came with the key. So quite a few abloys as well. what else? What else did we? Oh, now we get to the nicer locks. Just for that little box right there, it was worth the price that we paid. So look at that. That's a dumb dimple lock. Not too sure what model that is. If you look inside, you will there's only one row of dimple, and these pins are really weird. There's like it's not round. It's like a little. It's flat actually. So this is a really interesting lot that I probably have fun trying to pick. Another Dom that we have, but this one is the double row. So that guy has 2 rows of dimple in there. Look at the key. That's really nice lock right there. I actually got an empty Dom IX or 9 or whatever these things are called, core, with the 2 rows of pin right there. So that's an empty core. But I also got this guy, which is a Dom, I don't know if it's IX or 1X or 9 or whatever. So this guy also has 2 rows of, sometimes they look like pins, sometimes they look like flat pins in there. And it has a slight, I don't know if it's a sidebar or something, but it definitely has a groove in the body there that looks at these. So these are really nice. What else? Multi-lock that's been drilled out, so the body is pretty mangled, but still. I'm going to shut that. All right. So not sure if it's an interactive or normal multi-lock. Haven't picked it yet and haven't opened it. I don't have a key, but really nice. Also has this little guy. Don't know much about the multi-lock models there, but that looks like a fun pick as well. And look at that guy. I didn't even know multi-lock made Euro cylinders. So this guy is super nice. Unfortunately, it's been drilled out on one side, but all the springs and the pins are still inside. So it's like a very bad attempt at drilling it out. But I think it still works. I don't have a key though. But yeah, this guy is really nice. So these are the 3 multi-locks that we had in a lot. The other 2 guys, the last 2 guys, are these. So 2 Asas. When you look inside, you can definitely see the side pins at the bottom left in both. So not too sure how you actually identify these things. I don't know if they're twins, 6000 or 700 or anything. I see this guy, I could actually take it apart and have a look in there, but this guy will have to screw it up or actually pick it. Go figure. Maybe not now or at some point. And this guy is actually empty, unfortunately. So same thing as this, but it has no pins at all. So there you go. I mean, all that, it's roughly 170 locks. Yeah, I forgot to show you. Also came with a whole bunch of spare cores, and I basically got a box full right there of empty cores, mostly all Medicos and stuff like that, but there's about 60 of these bodies there without pins that we can actually use for challenge lock or stuff like that. So there you have it. All these locks, 170 locks, fully pinned, about 60 locks that are empty. All that for 200 bucks. I think that was well worth it. So there you have it. Sorry it was a long video there, but everyone loves Lockborn, I guess. Thanks. Bye.